Glenn? Somebody call 911.
Oh, what?
He's too old.
Oh.
Oh, he was just sleeping. Oh, you were just old man sleeping. Oh, I thought you were dead for a second.
Wow.
Well, that was poorly. We're bad actors, but hey. I'm not quitting my day job, neither is Glenn.
No.
Happy Friday, everybody.
Happy Friday, everyone. Happy Friday the 13th, no less. Jason Day. Jason Day. You know, I had to make sure this time I didn't forget, because last time we actually forgot it was Friday the 13th. So I didn't want to do it this time, have Jason stop over at the place. So, do you want to see who's in the chat?
Yeah. Yeah, let's have a look here. We've got Jason. Jason.
Jason's in the chat? What are you talking about?
He's going to slash some people,
Oh,
I
that's
guess.
Jason.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sir Sega. Let's see. We got Rich. Pliskin's Run. Hobby Hands. JLS Gaming. TM let's see. Adam. BA. Saber Gaming. Hello. And his name is Jason, too. So, Apkus. Bobby Broadway. That's a cool name. That's all I got to say. And then RM McCrae 114. Welcome to our well, I'm not gonna say spooky, but Friday the 13th themed live stream. So this is not
13th is here.
That's Jason's dad trying to call him in. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna talk a little news, and then I think we're gonna talk about the Friday the 13th, some movies, but maybe centric around the whole Friday the 13th, but horror films in general. And I think we're gonna maybe lead up all the way till Halloween. Who knows? We'll see how it goes.
You know what? And Steve has a couple trivia questions. He'll pick one out. I'm going to give away a GRS spinner for Jason Day. So whoever gets the...
So I don't know how we're going to...
We'll figure it out.
Well, there's going to be many questions, but I think we'll see if a person's consistently answering them. Maybe they should get the prize. I don't know.
Then Jason's going to win, because Jason always has the answers.
Yeah, well, all the Jasons, it looks like we got 2 or 3 of our chat, so I think they'll be duking it out or killing each other or whatever.
We got a lot of them here today.
Exactly. So the piece of news. So check this out. Microsoft finally got a hold of Activision Blizzard today, or yet last night, for guess how much money? Put it in the chat if you know how much money.
$1 million.
That's too funny. Put it in the chat to know if you guys know how much Microsoft bought Activision Blizzard for what kind of money. It's astronomical. I wish I can get like a sliver of that in my lifetime. But any takers? We got Ben Bauer that said good evening all, and the chat just died. Come on. How much money? 42 million. Try with a B and higher. 87 billion. According to my sources, yeah, it's $69 billion. Yes, Jason got it right. That's a lot of cash. $69 billion. And I'm wondering what that'll do with.
That's insane for a company that started being they were the world's first third-party developer. I get it, but $69 billion is insane.
Were they the first one?
They were the very first one. Activision was the very first third-party developer. Yep.
If only the original owners probably still had some shares in there. So $69 billion. It had to be 69. I don't get it, but it could have been any other damn number.
If you're going to spend $69 billion, man, might as well make it a good number.
Yeah, that's right. And 69 is it.
You know what I'm saying there?
Oh, you even got the money sound clip. Awesome. So
got it all today. Everything's working today. So
everything's working.
Jason Day,
that's
everything is working. Isn't Friday the 13th supposed to be like a bad luck day? So far, everything's working.
Here on the Kickin'it Old School, it's a good luck charm. Great stuff. So that's a big deal for the for the week. So I saw that, and I'm just wondering what will happen to Call of Duty, World of Warcraft, Diablo, and all that stuff. If a lot of that will just
Steven, someone's calling you out, buddy. Someone's calling you out, buddy.
What's that?
68.7 billion.
Oh yeah. Oh, sorry. Round it off. But that's still a boatload of money, man. It's like
I don't think I can't see what's worth. I mean, they have a lot of properties. I know they make a lot of money. It just seems insane. It really does seem like they just do a ton.
The money maker at Activision is Call of Duty. That there's no question. And
this
after
Call
that,
of Duty still is good now. I've heard the last couple of games were not that good.
No, but they still somehow rake in a pile of money. You and I may not play it, but
try that again.
$69 billion. I just can't get over it. So anyways, moving on. I think I don't know if there's other news that you can think of, Glenn.
Well, there's a couple of
Kathleen Kennedy didn't pass away yet, or
no, that'd be awesome news. I did drop a video today for another pre-order for my Star Wars stick, my Star Wars yoke. So if people want to get,
is it basically the original one? And it's just a re-release, or
nope. So I never actually made a mount for my yoke. Other people were making mounts. We just made a really small one, easy to use, and I put that video up today.
Okay.
But there's more news coming. I will say a couple things here. A couple good news. If you have an II arcade, I have good news. We expect to start shipping to the States the II arcades in about a week. So if worst case scenario, I think it might be November. You may actually get it before November for your II arcade control decks for your Legacy and Gold. Vipers is progressing along as well, so that's good. But if you purchase the II arcade boards, you probably get maybe for Halloween, possibly, which is good news. What else?
Cool.
What else? The GRS Sinden boomstick or shotgun. I know P-Dubs likes calling it the boomstick.
Yeah, that's the name, man. That's how it is. We coined it here on our chat.
We did. So that looks like pre-orders may start for the boomstick in December. So I'm not sure if it'll ship in December or January, but that's when that will be available. And I have a bunch of Vipers in the field. I have a lot of people developing software for it and doing builds for it, like Batasara builds. I know Bobby Vu is one of the big guys who's making an image for it. So that should be hopefully available around the same time. So that's all the good news on a Friday the 13th.
Cool.
Yes, Messiah, that was the GRS boomstick shotgun. Pre-orders should be opened up in December. I'm not sure if we'll start shipping it in December. It might slip into January, only because it took a while for Sinden to get us the stuff we needed to ramp up production. But, Messiah, the IRK control panel should be coming to the States in the next week or so. So some people may get it before November, possibly.
I hope that's the real name, Boomstick.
It's not.
I really, really hope it is.
It's not.
Is it copywritten or whatever?
No, it could be the unofficial
does
name.
our-
It's the unofficial name, but it's the GRS Sinden shotgun. That's the official
You guys
name.
are creative over there. Need some creative minds, some marketing folks.
We pour the creativity and low prices and good designs. We'll miss on the names.
Sure. Maybe Bruce Campbell has a copyright on the name Boomstick or something.
He might.
I don't know, maybe.
He might.
He might.
So now, when you talk about horror films, this guy right here knows his horror flicks. He's the man. Glenn Basley knows his horror flicks.
Glenn Basley?
Yep,
Is that what
he's
you're
the man.
saying? Okay.
Yep. He's the man. All right.
So he's a big fan.
He's a fan,
right.
but he also does a lot of work in that field. You know, he
Oh,
does
that's cool.
production, TV production, film, stuff like that. So since today is the day among days, I hear Jason's around here somewhere. We better get started on some of his stuff. Today is his
Right in
day.
the window with that old ass drapes all falling down in the back.
Pretty much. Well, this is how my house really looks when I don't have other things up. So 1980 was when the very first Friday the 13th came out. Let's take a quick look at the trailer for the original Friday the 13th.
Right now it's on the... Oh, you got it up. Okay. Crystal Lake. Oh, you had to have them making out or something. So bad it's good.
We weren't doing nothing.
I'm not sure if they can hear the audio on the clip. There's no sound on the trailer.
There isn't?
No. Pliskin's Run noticed it. I don't know if anybody else did.
See, something always goes wrong with the audio on my show. Listen to the audio now. I could say it was for copyright reasons I wasn't doing audio. How about that?
10.
Look who it is. 7 degrees of separation.
Mr. Bacon himself, the pig man. Is he in the first one or is that the second one?
First one.
Kevin Bacon was in the first Friday.
You just saw him.
I know, but I was like, I didn't know that.
The 13th.
No wonder he's Mr. Popular.
You may only see it once, but that will be enough. Friday, the 13th.
So how many movies was there in the end?
That could be one of your trivia questions. How many movies
Oh.
are there? That'd be a good question for that. So,
So we got a little bit of trivia.
We do. But I got to say something real quick. So I know, like, Friday the 13th has got all these movies. There's a ton of them. But for
Always
me,
promising to be the last one.
yeah, true. But for me, that wasn't it's not the original horror film to me, anyway. This was the original horror film for me. And Jason, don't take offense to this, buddy. Don't take offense. But this is the first one for me.
Halloween night. A small
The Glen Planamento house.
15.
Apparently there's some echo going on, Glenn. I'm echoing barely.
Michael?
Hello.
I spent 8 years trying to reach him, and then another 7 trying to keep him locked up because I realized that what was living behind that boy's eyes was purely and simply evil.
So, looks like our good friend Glenn, 12 movies including Freddy versus Jason and the remake.
I think he'll come
That's
back.
too many movies.
Exploring uncharted
Am I still echoing, guys?
Sure.
Friday 13 Part 6. I'm sorry, but you keep making them.
Halloween.
So yours is Halloween, the first one.
Well, that's the thing is, this was the first one. This was out before Friday the 13th. This
Okay.
came out in 1978, and Jason and Friday the 13th came out in 1980. So for me, Friday the 13th always felt like it was a ripoff of Halloween. But I have to admit, they've had a lot more, I think, more entertaining films on the Friday the 13th side than Halloween.
It makes me laugh because you see these stars that were pretty much nobodies back then, and now they're huge, so it's nuts. For me, you don't have the clip probably, but mine that did it for me was The Exorcist.
No, don't have that clip in here. But I'll say also, the music in Halloween, I think, is more timeless to me than just the...
Oh, yeah, that piano tune that everybody plays. It's,
John Carpenter, man. John Carpenter. Can't be
he's a legend. The Thing was an awesome movie. That was one of his, wasn't it? I'm not a big... first off, I'm not a big horror connoisseur. So I laugh at them.
Halloween.
I tend to just laugh.
He came home.
See, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Today is Friday the 13th. Been like 2 weeks. It is going to be Michael Myers. We have Jason and Michael Myers here at the same time because Friday the 13th and Halloween are in the same month this year. So we're in for some double trouble. And this is when, Jamie Lee Curtis, she was pretty smoking. I mean, here, but also in
for that bell-bottom 70s look, for sure.
Oh, yeah. Bell Bottoms came back, didn't they? They came back for a while.
I have no idea. Yes, The Fog, BA. I Googled that just before the show as I was trying to find this one show, and ChatGPT found it for me. Amazing.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. In the first era of computers, what did they call Commodore, Apple, and the TRS-80? What was that called in the early days of computer gaming? Does anyone know? Let's see if someone gets this one right. What was Commodore, Apple, and TRS-80? Those three computers called in the early days of the computers. There was a name that was associated.
They gave them,
there was a name.
Kind of like the Rat Pack kind of thing.
Something like that. Yes.
Yeah, he's sort of like a okay.
Yep. Let's see if anyone gets it. So there was a name for the first three major home computer players. There was a name for that.
I don't even know that.
Really?
Or unless you... Well, maybe I do, and it's buried in the back of my head, but when you say it, I'll go, never heard that, or yes, I've heard that.
Okay, I'm going to give it another second. I don't see anyone getting it in the chat. What was the name given to the first three home computer powerhouses? Commodore, Apple, and the TRS-80. Going once?
Non-IBMers?
Not that. Okay, they were called the Trinity. The three.
I think I heard that before.
They were called the Computer Trinity back then. So the reason I mentioned that, because Rexer's here. Rexer man. So with Jason and Michael Myers, there's one other guy who makes the horror trinity in my book. Does anyone know who that would be? Who would be the next guy?
If you want me to guess, I would think it'd be Freddy, but that's just me. But I don't know if it's true, though. So
let's see.
We'll see. He's back. The man without the mask. I don't even know. That's Alice Cooper. Friday the 13th.
The
Hills
kids
of Eyes
of
was
Elm
scared.
Street don't know it yet.
Yeah, Freddy.
But
Pliskin's
something
Run, I
is
think, got
coming
it.
to get them.
There's something out there, isn't there? You could just see cuts happening.
There's some big names too in that movie.
A lot of these movies had a lot of these horror films, these low-budget horror films, had some big people in it.
They're gonna kill me for sure.
Did you do it?
There was somebody else there.
He was locked in a room with a girl who went in alive.
Those
and
three are
came out in a
iconic for
rubber
sure.
bag.
But I think Freddy came out much later. Than
Oh,
that
yeah, Freddy
movie.
was
He
much,
came out
much
late.
later. No question.
Yeah.
Nancy?
Don't ask me
I
the
think
year
it was
exactly,
85,
but
85 or 87, I think. Not that much more. But
yeah, he was a little further ahead. But yeah, I'm trying to remember who else was in there that's recognizable.
oh, you'll see him. Right there. Oh, he's right there.
Rob Lowe or something.
No. He's someone who married a woman and actually won the lawsuit against a divorced woman.
I'm your boyfriend.
If you know what that is. He played Edward Scissorhands.
No one will survive.
Oh, really?
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah. Is that Johnny? Who's Johnny?
From West Craven,
So yeah, I have to agree.
director of the
That's the
Hills
big
Have
trio.
Eyes,
Everybody else
last
is,
house
you know,
on
like
left,
grabbed by the
a
movie
masterpiece in
or,
fantasy terror.
or whatever you want to call it.
On El
Well, that was the thing. You know, you had, that's to me was the Trinity. You had Jason, you had Michael Myers, and of course you had Freddy. Now, the
How about we do one question of trivia?
go ask a trivia
Let's
question.
do one question. So these are films that I tried to get between the late 70s, mid 80s. So these are questions. All right. So get ready. This could count for a spinner ish, whatever. So, all right. What was the name of the protagonist in the Hellraiser film series?
I have no idea what that is. I know the series, but I have no idea what that is.
Well, Glenn will probably get it. Glenn will probably win the spinner. Again, I'll repeat it. What is the name of the protagonist in the Hellraiser film series?
What's the protagonist?
The hero that beats, supposedly, like Rey in Star Wars.
Oh, come on.
I'm joking. Did we get somebody? Come on. The protagonist, not the evil person. I'm abstaining. So I'll repeat it again. Nobody's getting it yet. Maybe this is too hard. I don't know. What is the name of the protagonist in the Hellraiser film series? It's a girl.
Then it's not Pinhead.
No, Pinhead's the bad guy or bad person,
This,
right?
I'm going to play this because this is how you would do like Jeopardy. Here we go. Playing that. That's it.
Yeah, it's the equivalent. I'm keeping an eye on the thing. Christy, there. Sir Sega's got
Sir
it.
Sega.
Christy, Sir Sega. Sorry, it's Christy Cotton.
So,
Sir
Sir
Sega
Sega,
got it.
what I want you to do is send me an email at glensretroshow@gmail.com, and I will send you out a G-Rush buttonhole spinner. Just send me an email with your name and address, of course. Got to have both.
So we're not accumulating. Are we giving a spinner per question here?
No, I'll give one out now and then. That was a spinner. You said a spinner question. So because you said a spinner question, now I got to do it. You kind of threw it out there, Steven.
Yeah. Okay.
So
So
go ahead.
what else you got? What else
So-
you got?
So we had Freddy, we had Michael Myers, and we had Jason. So what could you possibly do next that would kind of make that better? How could you kind of make that better? What could you do?
Alien?
No. Steve, what? That's in the chat.
Because that's
Yeah.
going to be one of my questions later. So.
It might be. So
Alien related.
you have Michael
Not the
Myers,
movie,
you got Freddy and Jason. What could be even better than a film with Michael Myers, Freddy, and Jason? What could be a good next thing with that?
Isn't that movie? Did they make a movie one versus the other or
Well,
something?
let's see. Let's have a look. Let's have a see, shall we?
The text is off to the one side because it's hard to read there, but the
Hey,
legends
this is a
come
low budget
to-
show, man.
To get there, I guess. Does anybody win, or is it just?
This
big
was an
stalemate?
awesome film. I love this film.
We're not safe awake or asleep.
It's one of those guilty pleasures you put on, you just watch it like a brain melt.
Why won't you die?
Steven, you have not seen this?
Maybe I saw it a long time ago. What year did this come out?
2003.
I might have seen it.
Freddy versus Jason.
Did they make a game out of this or something too?
I don't know.
I have to Google. Maybe people in chat. Did they make a game out of Freddy versus Jason? That would have been a.
Children of the Corn was a film for sure.
Oh yeah, Children of the Corn. Yeah, that was kind of. What kind of scary?
No, let's just say that it's left ambiguous to maybe they make a Freddy versus Jason, maybe they Michael Myers in number 2 in like 10 years. We'll say that.
Hey, that'd be kind of cool.
Oh wait, Glenn's got some information here. The movie had 2 alternate endings, one where Freddy wins and one where Jason wins. Is that like on a DVD or something like that, Glenn? Well, let us know in the comments if that was like on a DVD extra, because I don't own the DVD. No, I don't unfortunately own it. So my next question is, you now had Jason, you've had Michael Myers, you've had Freddy, you've had Jason versus Freddy. How do you kind of top that? Like, what do you do next?
Hollywood never ceases to amaze me, so let's have it.
Well, Jen's coming in. So what can possibly be the next thing you could possibly do? Well, let's find out. Let's go see what could possibly be next.
We forgot one iconic. Maybe this is it. Here, go.
Here we go.
Go.
In the year 2455, on a routine
there's outer
training
space. No,
mission,
not what I was thinking.
a team of students is about to discover a life form frozen in time.
They're on their way back. Prepare for docking and power up the lab.
You brought him on board?
Everything's under control, ma'am.
Why do I have no idea what this is?
This is another guilty pleasure. So stupid, yet I love it.
That's what's going on.
Outer space and Jason's there? How the hell?
They put Jason in space.
How do we get off the ship?
I don't know.
Look,
Wow.
we're gonna be all
This-
right.
It is so
I want to
good.
be at that boardroom pitch meeting, man. Okay, this is what I got there, Bob. You got this movie.
You know, some things are so stupid, they're brilliant. And that's what this one. Like Freddy vs. Jason, this is Jason X. Jason in space. And it was fucking great.
I think we're finally
Loved
okay.
it.
Was that like number 10 basically with X?
Yes. Yes, Jason 10 in
Okay.
space. Look at that. Look at this. He's like a cyborg now, man.
Oh, wow.
Well, one of the actresses there is from Canada.
You guys might want to run.
Maybe it's Michael Caine from Stargate. It must be fun to make
Jason.
those movies.
I don't think he's out there.
Why don't you just stick your head
It's got to
out
be
and
hard
peek?
to be like professional on set. Okay, everybody, quiet. Everybody starts laughing.
Very good film. Very well, not a very good film,
I'm
but
gonna
a very
have to watch
entertaining.
these.
Entertaining.
Totally, I
film.
have to watch these
For
for
sure.
sure.
What's Jason?
funny.
What, this movie after this was a remake. A remake was not good as bad as was not as bad as I thought it would be, but not great. That's what I hate doing. When they,
the Friday the 13th
oh,
remake.
Jason! Really? Jason X sucked? I love that film.
You gotta laugh. It's not even a
It's-
horror at that point. It's a
It's so
comedy.
bad. It's good. That's what happens. Things get so bad they turn good. Okay.
Yeah. I've seen those. How about another trivia question with no prizes there?
Okay, no
Just a
prizes time. Go.
general-
Go. Ask a question.
Let's see here. All right, this is hopefully a little easier. What 1982 horror movie or film directed by Toby Hooper and was written and produced by Steven Spielberg? Quickly in the chat.
You ask very tough questions.
I'll do it again. What 1982 horror film directed by Toby Hooper and was written and produced by Steven Spielberg? This one's an easy one. It's actually really famous. And it's not like
You single-handedly kill the chat. There's like no one talking now, Steven.
well, I'll give you a hint. They're here. There we go.
Oh,
Jason gets it.
Jason's got to be an AI. He's got to be like an AI because he gets like everything.
He's got to be.
He's got to be.
He's got to be. Yes, Poltergeist. How could Steven Spielberg? I think he's never done many horror movies, and this was one of them for sure. You know, imagine Steven Spielberg working on Friday the 13th. What kind of movie that would be? It'd be kind of weird, I think.
How about Kathleen Kennedy does it, and it turns into a transvestite woman
woke thing.
Jason, yeah.
That'd be kind of fun to watch, though, because you wouldn't take it seriously.
I think
it wouldn't
Jason
be
might
Star
come
Wars.
after
He'd
us.
be like, yeah, exactly. Oh, a little blood splatter. Who's blood splatter?
Okay, so these are good horror films, but there are other films. There were other people who like to murder and maim. Yes, other people want to murder and maim.
Okay,
right?
So I'm hoping eventually during today's show that guys, Glenn didn't give me any hints of all this stuff, and then Glenn doesn't know the trivia questions. So him and I are like on two separate like private things here. So basically, he's got his thing that I have to guess, and you guys have to guess, and then the other way around with the trivia questions. So have at it.
So Jen actually asked a question. I'll try and post it in a second. I don't know the answer, but let's do this first. So aside from these three baddies, there's another baddie. Let's go see who this baddie is.
Please be the one I'm thinking of. That's just a bunch of Windows screensaver stars.
No one knows yet.
Oh. Well, it's Alien. Right?
It is. This is the first film I saw this in the theater.
I was going to say, what the hell trailer is that?
I saw it in the theater. I was, I think, 9 or 10 at the time. This scared... I was 9. No, I was 10. This scared the living daylights out of me when I saw this.
Really?
Oh, totally. This totally scared the bejesus out of me. I wouldn't go in a dark room. I wouldn't go in the basement until it was like now.
Yesterday. That's an iconic movie. That the second one.
Yes. First two.
I think I'm going to preface to say James Cameron is not my uncle. He's not my rich uncle. I don't know if he did the first one and second one. I think he did the first two, right?
Who?
Or James Cameron?
No, he did the second one.
Just the second one. Okay. No relation. I wish he was.
Rolling in the
tech.
This movie was
I love those movies completely. Like we watched it, me and my wife, all of them. They're awesome.
In space, no one can hear you scream.
Lovely.
Good catchphrase. But man,
again, I'm still waiting for this iconic one to show up. And if we don't say it by the end of the show, I'll tell you guys what it was. So let's do a question. See how you guys are doing. Oh, here's one.
Oh, wait. We go one. I threw one for you here. Jen sent me one. I'm gonna see if people know this one.
Okay, go for it.
What was? How did she word it? I'll make sure I'm wording it the right way here. What was the first horror movie from Disney? No one's gonna get this because I wouldn't have.
Not under the Disney label. I think it was under.
No, under Walt Disney. Under Walt Disney.
The Force Awakens.
Oh, yeah, that was pretty scary. That was pretty scary. Now, I don't think anyone's going to get this, to be honest.
I think I know this. Hold on. I forget
First
what it is.
horror film from Disney. I'll even, if I gave it the year, I'll give it away. So I'm not going to do that.
Oh, this was in the early 70s, if I'm not mistaken.
No, way earlier.
Really?
Way earlier.
I don't know what it is. So what is it?
We'll give people a
Black
chance.
Cauldron?
No, that would have been a good one too, but it's actually not. That was very scary. I think that was the first PG
Black Hole
movie. Nope,
Somebody
that was another
Black
good one.
Hole.
But nope. There's one further.
I wouldn't classify Black Hole as a horror flick, would I?
There's I think an X-rated film called that might be, but no.
Yeah, this is a family show here.
He's getting close. See, Widow's getting close.
The
He's
Skeleton
getting close.
Dance,
That's
the
not it.
Wheelers,
There's something older than that.
TikTok.
Something older than that.
I have no idea what it is. If you say it, I'll be like, oh yeah, that could be it. But I don't know it off the top of my head. Do they have a ride at Disney World themed
No,
by the thing?
actually,
Did they?
they do.
Did they really?
Yep. And actually, it was a film out recently. Actually, called it. It was actually a slightly different name, I should say, but it should give you a hint.
Pinocchio.
Pinocchio was
I'm
kind of
sorry.
scary. I'm going to give you guys.
I didn't see the new one.
I'm going to say it was starring Mickey Mouse. I'll give you that so far. Mickey Mouse was in this. Skeleton
What?
Dance is close. Yep, Mickey Mouse was in it.
It was animated or live action?
It was animated. No, it was animated.
A horror movie. Fantasia.
That would have been a good one too, but it's older than that.
Older than Fantasia.
Yep.
Sleeping Beauty. That's what Jesus is saying.
That's only after they got married became the horror story.
Yeah.
All right, it's going for a while. So the answer is actually 1929, and it was The Haunted House. It was just the name, The Haunted House.
Well, now it's called the Haunted Mansion.
Yeah, so it was close.
It's a ride-ish. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so ask in 1929. See, Adam
Oh.
got it right there. Bam, 1929. So that was apparently the first one. Small world. A small world can.
If you
would
go on that ride,
qualify.
you want to shoot yourself. Yes.
Yeah, a small world.
But holy crap! I went on that ride last year, and I wanted to kill myself.
Yep. So that's pretty close. So here it is. You would have found it now. So 1929 film.
The Haunted House, not the
Haunted
Haunted
House.
Mansion.
Yep.
Interesting.
So you had a trivia question too. So ask yours. We're going to the next film. I know everyone's going to know, but ask your trivia question.
So basically, it's related to the trailer you posted. So in 1979, the film Alien, who was the last surviving crew member of the Nostromo?
Oh, that's so easy.
Well, come on. Well,
Look, even Sir
chat's
Sega's
been-
laughing at you on that one.
No, but at least the chat's dead tonight. I'm not trying to crap on anybody, but come on. So the question again, in the 1979 film Alien, who was the last surviving crew member of the Nostromo?
Human or animal?
Human.
Okay. There was two survivors actually. It was one animal and one human.
The chick. Yeah, well, what's the chick? Yeah, okay.
Oh, Bobby got it. Bobby Broadway.
Well, we just got the last name, full name.
Everyone calls her Ripley.
Oh, I know. Ellen
Okay,
Ripley. There, Jason got it.
The AI got it. Our
AI got
our
it,
local
for sure.
artificial intelligence, Jason, got the full
Yep.
thing. But Bobby got it too.
A. Ellen Ripley is the full name.
BA got it right
yeah,
here.
Ripley.
A woman always
Yep.
survives. But
Yeah,
who's-
that's,
but
the right,
who's-
that's the right answer.
But who survived with Ripley? Who survived with Ellen Ripley? There was another survivor.
Yep, that hissing thing that was in the trailer.
No, not the alien.
No, the hiss. Well, the other hissing thing with the fangs. They always pee on the furniture.
They get stoned on a certain type of plant vapor or eating it. Actually, Tim,
maybe
I will have to
they're
say
not
she
sure what
definitely
we're
was not
asking,
silicone.
but,
She was definitely not
the
a
dumb,
silicone
the dumb
weaver.
cat.
The dumb
The
cat.
dumb
Yeah,
cat.
but you see, TM said silicone weaver definitely had no silicone. She's definitely all natural there. But Pliskin got it right. The dumb cat who caused a crew member his life. Trying to save that stupid cat.
Yep.
So with that being said, let's steamroll into our next horror film. But this time,
are these all iconic characters?
I
you're
think
putting
so.
up there?
I think
Okay,
so.
Yeah.
I do think so. So let's take a look
I'm
and see
still
what
waiting
one.
for the one. I'm
Let's see
waiting
if
for the one.
Let's see if this is that one. Let's see if this is the one.
No. I saw the title, but no. But this is an excellent movie.
It was the woods
One of my
themselves.
favorites.
They're alive, Ashley.
The inspiration for the GRS poster right there.
It just goes to show you don't have to have a big budget to make a good horror film.
Didn't Sam Raimi do this? Guy did Spider-Man? Pretty sure.
I fear that the only way to stop those possessed by the spirits of the book is through the act of bodily dismemberment.
I don't
don't care what happens to her. She's your girlfriend. You take care of her.
That's a classic right there. I don't care what it is. Sam Raimi. He did the first two Spider-Man movies, I think, and Doctor Strange. So
that's true. That's true. Now,
Sam Raimi.
Not every bad guy is thought of today as a good guy. Like some people actually say Jason, they think of him almost as a hero, don't you think? Some people now root for Jason to kill people. And same with Michael Myers.
Yeah, you switch sides.
They switch sides. They kind of do that. Now, in this particular guy, he actually had a game on the Atari 2600. Actually, so did Halloween. You know, Michael Myers had a game on 2600, and this guy did too. But I don't think people ever see this guy as a hero. I think they're always going to not like him.
You want to do a question first? I've got lots of questions.
Ask a question.
Let's do a question.
Do a question.
All right. So let's see. I don't want to get too complicated. So this movie here is considered somewhat of a horror movie, but also a Christmas movie. All right. So in the 1984 film Gremlins, what are the 3 rules for taking care of a mogwai?
Mogwai.
Okay. There's 3 rules. Let's hear it. It's I think of it as mini horror movies when they, become green and big teeth and that sort of thing.
There's my film right there, but put a 2 after.
Toxic Avenger.
2 and 3. There we go. They're doing a remake of that, as a matter of fact.
So, but yes, it's Gremlins, JR. But what are the 3 rules? They're pretty simple. I know there's a lot of typing. Well, name one of the rules, actually. You don't.
Well, you don't want to feed them after midnight. That's,
JLS is like,
don't
feed them. Damn
no,
it.
You don't want to feed them. No water.
There
Saber Gaming says no water.
Yeah. Jason, again, avoid bright light.
Chat's going so fast, I can't keep up. Ooh, it's blowing past me. Upkiss. Lots of water, food, whenever. And
So JLS, don't give him a gremlin for Christmas.
Or
he'll just go ahead and feed
or
them.
Upkiss, man. We'll be knee deep in Mogwai.
No feeding after 12 a.m. So yeah,
Pliskin,
the 3 are.
There we go. Pliskin got them all down there. Boom.
Yeah. So basically, no sunlight, no feeding after midnight, and then
Pliskin, send me your email address as well. I'm going to send you a GRS buttonhole spinner.
No bright light.
Boom. Because he typed the whole thing out. There's a lot of things to type out there. Send me an email with your info.
I'll get shorter answers for the next ones there for sure. So
okay. So I think Mr. Glenn Baisley is a little psychic. Because he actually got the answer to my next video without me even showing anything. So let me show you the video now that he already got it. Here we go. Mr. Non-Hero.
What happened was true.
Oh. There's a game coming out for that.
Ooh, that's going to smell.
I got a trivia question.
The most bizarre and brutal series of crimes in America.
Jason, send me your information. I'll send you one too. Send me your email address. Your address.
They find these actors that are like 17.
Stop!
This is the movie that is just as real just as close.
Was it just me, or that movie had a lot of screaming in it compared to the others?
Just as terrifying as being there. Even if one of them survives, what will be left? The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. After you stop screaming, you'll start talking about it.
You know what? You know what the heck problem with that film is right now? Is I had to chop a tree down. That chainsaw I could have used to cut down this tree. And if it wasn't for one of my neighbors helping me, I would have been there all last Sunday cutting it down with a toothpick.
There was a lot of screaming in those movies compared to other horror flicks. There's a lot of screaming women and stuff. So I got a trivia question that is related to that.
Okay, go do it.
So let's see. Where is it? No, it actually asks the name of the movie. Whoops. I'm sorry. I'll give you another one here. Here we go. This one's a little trickier. In the 1975 film Jaws. So Jaws is a bit of a horror movie-ish, I guess.
Oh, yeah, it was. If you were a little kid.
What was the name of the shark hunter played by Robert Shaw?
Oh, and his name in the film?
Well, the character's name.
Character's name.
So again, in Jaws, the first one, what was the name of the shark hunter played by Robert Shaw? What was the guy's name in the movie? The character's name.
Oh, I
Starts
don't
with
know.
a Q. Starts with a Q. Give us some hint. Damn, we got no takers.
I don't know. I don't know it.
It's not. Oh, here we go. Jason Quint.
What? Our AI got
Maybe he Googled. Yeah, he's probably Googling everything.
Well, that's still an AI.
Okay, sure. Hopefully you're not Googling Jason every question, but Quint. So yeah, the answer is Quint. So it's the angry guy that's pissed off at everybody for even looking in the water.
Now this is something you asked me to look up. I didn't even know, and I like a lot of these characters. Like I said, Michael Myers and Leatherface were a 2600 game. And
Again,
Friday
Leatherface.
13th,
There is a new one coming.
There's a new one coming, and then Jason was on the NES. You know, the Angry Video Game Nerd. You know, did that whole video on it. I did not know they did another remake on like the Xbox. So Steven brought this to my attention. I didn't know this was out there, but
And a friend of mine worked on it actually.
Again, you have friends?
I do have friends. Yeah,
I thought I was the only one.
Hard to believe. The rumors are true.
After it happened, I expected
really
someone to
fun.
do something.
If you don't have it,
I expected parents to show up with questions and concerns. I thought the police would have done more, but nothing happened. Nothing changed.
Nothing changed.
Quiet. Someone will
There's
hear
a bra on
us.
the
They
brand.
opened it again the next
What did you
year,
ask for?
and they were back to their old habits.
Those pesky teenagers and their sexual
Troy?
appetites.
Did you hear something?
Relax, babe. Probably just Steve trying to scare us.
They're just kids, right? So was he. He was just an innocent boy. I was a good mother to him. My boy. My sweet, sweet Jason.
So Glenn had a big fun. The game is officially dead. The game in the works. Is that a pun, Glenn, or is this legitimate
I'm sure.
industry talk?
Probably got the inside scoop.
So basically, if you guys don't know the premise, you get to play as Jason, and you get to teleport all over the map. And then your buddies and your friends play the teenagers that are running away. And Jason can teleport and can see through the walls with like an infrared thing. It's pretty cool. So it's a lot of fun. It came out. It's not a new game by any means. I forget the year on it, but yeah, it's pretty fun.
So put in the chat, like, what was your, I guess, favorite horror film when you were growing up? I mean, I also I actually thought when I watched it the first time, Heavy Metal, like the animated Heavy Metal, kind of scared me
Is
the
that
first time I
horror
saw it.
though?
No, but I was
guess
a
there was
young
some
kid.
freaky
It's
stuff in there.
1980. I was like 10 years old, and they had some really like that
There's some freaky stuff in there.
the B-17 bomber thing with the zombies coming out and stuff. That was kind of scary.
Yeah.
Then, of course, at the end wasn't scary. The end was actually pretty good. But
yeah, it was.
Leading up to that, it was kind of scary. So let's see what we get.
I don't know if I have a favorite horror movie. As far as I know, when I was a kid, a few of them scared the crap out of me, and the one I Googled earlier, I was telling you about before the show, Glenn, and I found it. It's called Ghost Ship. I remember as a kid, this guy falling in. He was on a ship and he fell in a bunch of skeletons, and he's screaming and whatever. I never remembered what the movie was called, but it's called Ghost Ship. And then you look in there, and there's a bunch of actors that are famous now, just like the other stuff. So kind of cool. Maximum Overdrive. I have to agree.
Maximum Overdrive was good.
I don't know if that was a horror movie.
It was
for me, anyways.
I mean, you got kicked around by a lawnmower man.
I think
not the lawnmower man, but a
Polter-
lawnmower man.
Man. I think my favorite one would have to be Poltergeist, to be honest with you. It had a good mix of good storytelling and, the whole thing. I don't know if it's scary, but I thought it was pretty scary when the dude fell in the pool and the skeleton popped out of in the rain when they fell in the the hole of the pool and the skeleton came out.
Bobby Broadway, Fire in the Sky was about an alien abduction. I guess that could be considered.
Yeah. I had a skill testing question for that, but that's one of my favorite movies. But I don't know
Fire
if that
in the
was
Sky.
a horror
Yeah,
movie.
I like that movie too.
It's who was in there? The guy
when they make your heads blow up.
Yeah, you know who the guy who played the guy that got sucked up in the alien ship or whatever?
Yeah, the Fire in the Sky.
Yeah. Well, that guy was the guy on The Cutting Edge, the skating movie. He was the hockey player, and the girl was the figure skater.
Yes.
Forget his name there. He has a bunch of initials in his name.
This is a good one.
The
Omen.
The original. The Omen, yes. I think I have a
Come on,
question
Killer
that.
Clowns from Outer Space. That wasn't scary. Come on.
My wife texted me, Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice.
I don't know if that was scary or not, but
they're remaking that too.
Really?
Yep.
I didn't know that. I don't know. It's for me, the Poltergeist has to be one of my favorite ones, where it was a good mix of storytelling and some what do they got? Jump scares, whatever.
Jason thinks Travis MCP is scary. That's weird.
Pigs in space. No, that wasn't scary. What else we got? Okay, so are we running out of time? I'm going to tell you who you may have forgotten.
Go for it.
Chucky.
You know what? I just did a thing with Chucky. I had a Super Impulse video where Chucky was a spud potato.
But not that one.
I know, but Chucky, the first Chucky was good. I will say that.
Yeah.
It went downhill quick after that, but the first Chucky was good.
What was it called? Was it Child's Play?
Child's
That's
Play.
what it was.
Child's Play.
Yeah. Child's Play. It's getting a continuation movie. Apkus, yes, Exorcist scared the crap out of me. Not my favorite one. Yeah, the part I remember the most.
Wait a minute. So Beetlejuice is not going to be a reboot. It's going to be a continuation.
Really? That's what
Bobby Broadway is saying.
Yeah. Cool.
Interesting.
Travis Walton.
But anyway. Right at you, Steven.
What's that?
Chucky sucks.
Oh no, I'm just saying he's an icon. That's all. And who else are we missing in the icon?
Wait, Chucky
category?
had a TV series? I didn't know he had a TV series.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. I think he had like Bride of Chucky and this girl, and it was all weird and stuff. So
Glenn backs him up. Said the TV show was great. I don't even know. It must be Canadian. Is it a Canadian show?
I have no idea.
Or BA. Glenn, my kids laughed at Chucky Potato Head. He posted. It was weird. I mean, Super Impulse made this nice little, micro characters, really nice, and then it's a Chucky Potato, and I'm like, I don't know who would buy the Chucky Potato unless you're really into like potato heads, I guess. But I just thought that one was a little bit odd. But they actually make a bunch of spuds. You get a spud Batman, a spud Spider-Man. They make all these different spuds. But okay.
You know what? I have another favorite horror flick. It was called The Reanimator. You remember that one?
I do remember the
Where
Reanimator.
the dude's putting his green stuff in people's heads and they're talking again.
Yes.
I thought those were. It's not my favorite.
Oh, this
but it's
one.
memorable, and I'd watch it again.
This one, the original,
Invasion of the
not the
Body
original, the
Snatchers.
sequel. That did scare me. That I admit, that did scare.
I haven't seen that in a long, long time.
Yeah, that scared me as a kid.
I haven't seen that in a long, long time. I've seen the original one, but I haven't watched. My son, when he was younger, he wanted to watch the Nightmare on Elm Street movies again.
Right.
And he was laughing the whole time, and I was like, "Well, that ain't working." So I don't know what horror movies do it for him nowadays, but yeah, it's pretty interesting.
My
stuff.
son, it's funny, my son got me into watching American Horror Story. We're on season 6 right now.
Is that basically a series of a horror series?
It is. It's actually
like,
it's kind of intertwined. So they take place in different time periods, but a lot of the same actors play new people in those time periods. Like it's the same actor playing a different person. But American Horror Story, like I never watched it when it was live. I guess it's 13 seasons and going. I'm on season 6.
Wow.
And it's really good. Now it's very bloody. I mean, if you don't like blood, there's blood flying everywhere in this thing. But once you get past all that blood, the stories and everything are pretty good in American Horror Story. I'm enjoying that. I really am. So for me to watch that, Cole had to watch The Boys. So we just finished the first 3 seasons of The Boys.
Watch Gen V also, by the way.
Yep,
that's
going
part
to be
of the
next.
same universe.
And then
it's actually interesting.
There's also an animated Homelander, like 1 season of Homelander animated, like 6 episodes.
Oh, I didn't watch that. My wife and I are liking Gen V. It's a little out there.
Now, is that just basically the V stuff? It's on kids?
Yeah, they gave it to a generation of newborns, basically, and they're grown up and they go to school and everything else, and there's statues of Homelander and etc. So, but there's a whole dark side to the whole thing. Won't give it away, but it's interesting.
No, Glenn Basie agrees with you. Gen V is great.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm enjoying it. The wife's enjoying it, so it's it's interesting to say the least. So I won't say it's terrible or it's really good. It's pretty cool.
Well, I enjoyed
The Blob.
The Blob. The remake of The Blob, I thought was scary. The first one didn't scare me, but the remake of The Blob, I think was like fast and everything. That was
in the 90s.
Yeah, that was pretty scary.
Yeah. Creepshow was pretty good.
Creepshow was good. Creepshow was good.
I didn't mind Creepshow because it had all these little bites of horror
stories. It was like 15-minute
stories.
chunks of stories.
I thought they were pretty good, to be honest with you. I
would consider Twilight Zone to be like horror. There was a lot of stuff in there that would really, when you were a kid, you watched Twilight Zone, freak you out, man. Really did.
What about Pet Sematary? You were a fan of that stuff?
The movie Pet Sematary?
Yeah, well, whatever. I think they did a remake of that one too.
They did the original one. That's the only. What's the guy who made that?
Stephen King.
Stephen King.
Or
that's
one
the
of
only
his books
film.
Or whatever.
That's the only film that kind of bothered me a little. No, that's not true. What was that movie where they came from another dimension and there was like these creatures came from another dimension and they killed each other right before they were going to get rescued?
I don't know that.
I'll put that in the chat. So there was a Stephen King movie where the military opened up a portal to another dimension. All these creatures were coming through. They were about to give up. The father killed the kid, the wife, grandparents killed everyone else. Going to shoot himself, ran out of bullets. Gets out of the car, and the military was just coming to save him. So he didn't have to kill anyone, but he just murdered like everybody. He didn't think he was going to make it.
Oh, shit.
But I can't remember what the name of that movie was.
Beyond the Forbidden Forest on the Commodore 64. I played that.
Maniac Mansion, then. Maniac Mansion was a great game on the Commodore 64.
Oh, yeah. Was that a horror movie, though?
No, it was a TV series.
Game,
it was a Canadian,
sorry.
It was a Canadian TV series.
Production, really?
Yep. Pliskin's
running.
Pliskin's going to be so mad at me. I still have not seen Warcraft. He's going to hate me. I still have not watched
The Hitchhiker.
But see, I got to watch
one
that.
called The Hitcher. You ever watch The Hitcher with Rutger Hauer?
I watched The Hitchhiker. It was on HBO, The Hitchhiker? The HBO had a series.
Well, there's one called The Hitcher.
Here
it's
it is. Wait. Here it is right here. The Mist. Devil Waldo got it. So that movie was terrifying just because that ending. It's the only film from Stephen King that like really bothered me. And then maybe
really?
Pet Sematary before that. Nothing else there. But that film, if you haven't seen The Mist, that ending, man, is going to mess you up big time.
Is that in the same universe as The Fog? No, I'm
probably.
kidding. It's all in the same universe.
Probably.
Maniac Mansion is also on the NES. Oh,
Yep.
I didn't
Yep.
know
Now there was Day of the Tentacle, which was a sequel to Maniac Mansion. Then there was Zach McCracken, and then there was a fan-made Zach McCracken 2. Those are very fun games. Those point-and-click adventure games, hysterical, from Lucasfilm.
Yeah,
when
Jason
Lucasfilm
agrees
was
to pay
Lucasfilm.
the Hitcher. Well, yeah,
Hitcher.
Jason's agreeing that the Hitcher was a good movie. The Hitcher, you have to watch it. It's actually pretty cool. I don't know if it still holds up. I haven't seen it in years, but
Do you ever remember his TV show called Tales from the Dark Side?
Oh yeah,
that was.
Oh yeah,
the intro just scared me.
Oh yeah,
that's so brightly lit.
You know what's really
side.
scary? You know what scares my wife?
Oh,
is
dude, I don't want to know. I do not want to know what scares your wife, man.
It's the theme song of Unsolved Mysteries. The beginning. It freaks her out every time. Every single time. And then they've re-released it on Netflix, which is new cases and new whatever.
Our Jason agrees with me. The ending of The Mist will definitely F you up. It's just
really?
It's a messed up it's a messed up ending. Very messed up ending.
The Mist.
It really does. My God.
Yeah, exactly. Well, dude, we're at what?
Just about the time we are.
Want to do another trivia question?
Dude, hit one more. Let's get one more out.
Or
hit one out.
What
Go.
do we do it? Just one for fun.
Just one for fun.
One for fun. All right. Let's see here. In the 1980 movie The Shining, remember that one? What phrase does Jack Torrance repeatedly type on his typewriter? So again, in The Shining, the 1980s version, what phrase does Jack Torrance repeatedly type on his typewriter?
That was scary. Hit the wrong button.
That's a horror film in its own right.
So what does he type on his type? What letters he types or what he types on the typewriter? Don't know.
Yeah, basically in The Shining. Oh, here we go. Glenn got it. Again.
Who got it? Who got it?
All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. So yeah, very good. And then Pliskin really wants you to watch Warcraft. So
I know. I promise. I promise. I'm not like a special kid old school when I watch this thing. I said it's never had a chance.
Yeah, you got that creepy voice on there.
Let's see.
I don't know if
that's intentional. I want to thank Hobby Hands for the super chat for the end of the show. I like Amazing Stories with Christopher Lloyd.
Amazing Stories. Oh yeah, I haven't seen that in years.
Well, we want to thank you for watching the special Friday the 13th episode of Kickin'it Old School. I do appreciate when you guys come by, as always. Even, I always like to tell people,
make sure you run away from evil people with knives. Tell them you love them. Tell them you want to hug them and run away in the opposite direction when Jason shows up. So, and then don't forget to squeeze in a couple gameplays in there while you're at it.
Hug them until you get the oxygen out of all of your lungs. Now, right now it is 9 o'clock. Those super game room dudes are over there. Maybe you will pay them a bloody visit. In the meantime, everyone, thank you all for joining me. Appreciate you guys as always. With the 2 winners, please make sure you send me an email at glensretroshow@gmail.com. But until next Friday, see if you can survive until then.
Game on.
Keep it kicking.